Tonight, Charlottesville's downtown mall is on high alert under a state of emergency.
We will not tolerate any forms of violence in the community.
Sunday will mark 1 year since white supremacists violently clashed with counter-protesters. This time, the city is not issuing demonstration permits, but officials expect crowds will gather to honor the life of Heather Heyer, the 32-year-old woman killed when a driver rammed his car into a crowd.
I just remember putting my head down and wailing.
A year later, her mother has become a social justice advocate.
It's a horrible tragedy to me to lose my child. But how many other children have been lost? How many other children have been lost in civil rights issues?
2 state troopers also died when their helicopter crashed while on patrol. The violence here was yet another flashpoint for race relations in America. In a city deeply wounded, comments by President Trump hit a nerve.
I think there's blame on both sides.
He's someone who's perpetuating hatred, racism, division, and it's clear what his motivation is.
Nakaya Walker is now Charlottesville's first black mayor. She took office less than 5 months after the chaos.
It's a constant day-to-day fight to even people, to get individuals, even in our local government, and citizens to see how they perpetuate white supremacy.
The organizers of last year's Unite the Right rally are instead planning one Sunday in Washington, D.C., right outside the White House. Authorities are ramping up security to keep both sides apart. Here in Charlottesville, some streets will be shut down through the weekend. Authorities are banning several items that could be considered weapons, but they are allowing actual handguns, citing the Second Amendment.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.